Hello students, next point from this chapter is solution of quadratic equations. Actually you have to learn three methods in this chapter, and here is the first one, solution of quadratic equation by factorization. Here to assign the signs to the factors, I have given you some hints here. Actually these are not rules, but these are the hints that I have given to you. You learn and memorize these hints. These will be very much helpful for you while solving the problems. So first is middle term positive, last term positive, then both factors of the last term are positive. When middle term negative, last term positive, both factors of last term are positive. Middle term positive, last term negative, greater factor positive, smaller one negative. And fourth one is middle term negative, last term negative, greater factor negative, smaller one positive. Again here are two important hints for taking the sum and difference of the factors. When last term is positive, take sum of factors, and when last term is negative, take difference of factors. Okay, let us understand all these things and all these hints with some examples. Solve the following quadratic equations by factorization, and here is the first equation, x square minus 4x minus 5 equals to 0. First of all, you have to write down the given equation, x square minus 4x minus 5 equals to 0. Now if you look here, what I given in, when last term is negative, take difference of factors. So here we have last term negative, so we have to take two factors of 5 whose difference is 4, and these two factors are 5 and 1, because difference between 5 and 1 is 4. Now we have to give them the signs, and then we have to use these hints. Middle term negative, last term negative, greater factor negative, smaller one positive. So middle term negative, last term negative, greater factor negative, smaller one positive. This middle term we have to split in the form of these two numbers or these two factors. So x square minus 5x plus x minus 5 equals to 0. Minus 5 plus 1 is minus 4. Now here we get 4 terms. Make the groups of 2 terms and take the factors common. From these 2 terms we can take x as a common factor. When you take x from x square, here it remains x, and when you take x from 5x, here it remains minus 5. So x in bracket x minus 5 plus, when the 2 terms has no any common factor, then 1 is the only common factor. So we have to take 1 as a common factor. Inside it remains x minus 5. So always these two brackets, they have the same numbers, same terms, x minus 5, x minus 5. From these two terms we can take x minus 5 as a common factor, and remaining factors are taken in the second bracket, x plus 1. So x minus 5 into x plus 1 equals to 0. We have to compare them with 0, x minus 5 equals to 0, or x plus 1 equals to 0, x equals to 5 or x equals to minus 1. Therefore 5 and minus 1 are the roots of given quadratic equation. Here is the second example, x square minus 13x plus 30 equals to 0. As per the hint, when last term is positive, we have to take sum of the factors. Look at this one. When last term is positive, take sum of factors. Now you have to take two factors of 30 whose sum is 13. Actually there are factors for 30, 10 3s, again 15 2s, 6 5s. But as per the hint that I have given to you, when last term is positive, we have to take two factors of the last term whose sum is 13. 15 and 2, their sum is 17, so this is not applicable to us. 6 and 5, sum is 11, so these two factors are not applicable to us. 10 plus 3, 13. So two factors of 30 whose sum is 13 are 10 and 3. When middle term is negative and last term is positive, both factors are negative. I have given you the hint here. Middle term negative, last term positive, both factors of last term negative. So we have to give or assign negative sign to both these factors. Now we get 2 factors of 30 minus 10 minus 3. Split this middle term in the form of these two. X square minus 10x minus 3x plus 30 equals to 0. 10 plus 3, 13. Now again we have to make groups of 2 terms. From these 2 terms we can take x as a common. Inside it remains x minus 10. So x in bracket x minus 10 minus, we have to take 3 as a common factor. So here it remains x, and 3 tens are 30. We have taken minus sign as a common, that's why this plus becomes minus. So x in bracket x minus 10 minus 3 in bracket x minus 10 equals to 0. From these 2 terms, x minus 10 is a common term, so we have taken it as x minus 10 common, and remaining terms we have to include or put in the second bracket x minus 3. So x minus 10 into x minus 3 equals to 0. Compare them separately with 0. We get x minus 10 equals to 0, x minus 3 equals to 0, x equals to 10, and x equals to 3. So 10 and 3 are the roots of given quadratic equation. Here the third example is p square plus p minus 156 equals to 0. This is the given equation. Now last term is negative, so we have to take difference of the factors. Difference of the 2 factors of 156 should be 1. Okay, it should be equal to the coefficient of middle term. So 2 factors of 156, 13 and 12. Okay, if you don't get directly, then we can use a vertical division method, then find out the factors. So 156 divided by 2, we have to take prime factorization. 156 divided by 2, we get here answer 78. 78 divided by 2, 39. 39 divided by 3, 13, and 13 ones are 13. So here are 4 factors, but we have to convert them into the 2 factors. So 2 into 2 into 3, 2 2s are 4, 3s are 12. 12 and 13, difference between 12 and 13 is 1. So we have here 2 factors, 13 and 12. Middle term positive and last term negative, then greater factor positive, smaller one negative. P square plus 13p minus 12p minus 156 equals to 0. 13 minus 12 is 1. Now from these 2 terms we can take p as a common factor. Inside it remains p plus 13 minus, we have taken 12 as a common, it remains 1 plus 13. When we take minus 12 as a common factor from 156, then it remains here 13. P plus 13 is common from both these terms, so p plus 13, and in the second bracket we have p minus 12 equals to 0. Compare them separately with 0. P plus 13 equals to 0, p minus 12 equals to 0, p equals to minus 13, p equals to plus 12. So minus 13 and 12 are the roots of given quadratic equation. Fourth example is 3y square plus 10y plus 8 equals to 0. Now here if you observe, coefficient of square term is greater than 1. In previous examples, coefficient of square term was 1. Okay, but here in this example, coefficient of square term is greater than 1. In this case, what you have to do, we have to multiply this coefficient with the constant term, and then we have to take the factors of that product. So here 3 into 8, 3 8s are 24. And now if last term is positive, we have to take factors. We have to take sum of the factors. We need 2 factors of 24 whose sum is 10. 6 4s are. Middle term positive, last term positive, both factors are positive. So we have here 3y square plus 6y plus 4y plus 8 equals to 0. 6 plus 4, 10. Now here from these 2 terms, we can take y as a common factor. Along with that one, also 3 as a common factor. So 3y is common, remains here y plus 2. 3 2s are 6. Plus here common factor is 4. Inside it remains y plus 2 equals to 0. Y plus 2 is common. In second bracket we have the terms 3y plus 4 equals to 0. So we have to compare them separately with this 0. Y plus 2 equals to 0. 3y plus 4 equals to 0. Y equals to minus 2. 3y equals to minus 4 and y equals to minus 4 upon 3. So 2 and minus 4 by 3 are roots of given quadratic equation. Next example here is 10m square plus 3m minus 4 equals to 0. Again we have the coefficient of square term greater than 1. So we have to multiply this number by 4. So 10 4s are 40. Last term is negative, so we have to take difference of the factors. We need two factors of 40 whose difference is 3, and these two factors are 8 and 5. Middle term positive, last term negative, greater factor positive, smaller one negative. So 10m square minus 5m plus 8m minus 4 equals to 0. Okay, so I have changed the sequence because it is easy to take the factors common from these terms. From these two terms we can take 5m as a common factor. So here it remains 5 2s are 10, 2m minus 1, 5 1s are, plus we can take common 4 as a common factor from these two terms, 4 in bracket 2m minus 1, 4 2s are and 4 1s are. From these two terms 2m minus 1 is a common factor, and in the second bracket we have to take these two terms, 5m plus 4 equals to 0. Compare these two factors separately with 0. 2m minus 1 equals to 0, 5m plus 4 equals to 0, 2m equals to 1, 5m equals to minus 4, m equals to 1 upon 2, m equals to minus 4 upon 5. So 1 upon 2 and minus 4 upon 5 are roots of quadratic equation. Here is another type of example. Actually this is a quadratic equation, but it does not have the last term or constant term. 16x square minus 24x equals to 0. So this is the given equation. Now if you observe from these two terms, we can take 8x as a common factor. 8x remains inside. 8 2s are 16, 2x minus 8 3s are 24 equals to 0. So here are two factors, 8x and 2x minus 3. Compare them separately with 0. 8x equals to 0, 2x minus 3 equals to 0, x equals to 0 upon 8 is 0, 2x equals to 3, x equals to 3 upon 2. So here 0 and 3 by 2 are roots of given quadratic equation. And the last example that I have to explain you here, 64m square minus 625 equals to 0. So here in this example there is no middle term. We have the square term and the last constant term. 64m square minus 625 equals to 0. 64m square equals to 625. M square equals to 625 upon 64. And if we take square root of m, then we get here plus or minus 25 by 8, because 625 and 64 both these are perfect squares, and a perfect square always has two roots, one positive, one negative. So we have values for m as 25 by 8 and minus 25 by 8. This example can be solved in this way also, where you have to use identity. 64m square minus 625 equals to 0. This is a square term, this is also a square. So 64 is a square of 8m bracket square minus 625 is a square of 25 bracket square. You have learned one identity in the 8th standard. A square minus b square has its two factors, a plus b and a minus b. Same way here, this is term a square minus b square. So a plus b, 8m plus 25, a minus b, 8m minus 25 equals to 0. 8m plus 25 equals to 0, or 8m minus 25 equals to 0. 8m equals to minus 25, 8m equals to plus 25, m is minus 25 by 8 and m is 25 by 8. Same is the answer. So 25 upon 8 and minus 25 upon 8 are the roots of quadratic equation. Watch this video carefully and solve these equations. I will upload this worksheet.